Motion capture has traditionally been in the realm of those with large sums of money and not indie filmmakers or animators. The Tracking Toolkit add-on changes this by making accessible real-time tracking for actors, cameras, and more available inside Blender via OpenXR. To get started, download the latest version of Tracking Toolkit found in the description of this video or in Blender's extension library. Once installed, equip your tracking hardware. In this tutorial, I am using Vive trackers for full-body tracking. Next, launch your OpenXR runtime. For Vive trackers, this will be Steam VR. If you are just using the headset and controllers, it will be the dedicated runtime your VR brand uses. For example, Quest Link, Virtual Desktop, and so forth. For Steam VR, you need to ensure that each tracker is assigned a role. You can do this by opening the Steam VR settings, navigating to the Controllers tab, and pressing Manage Trackers. If you do not assign a tracker role, it will not show in Blender. If you want to record without wearing the headset, disable the setting Pause VR when headset is idle. Otherwise, your tracking data will freeze when you take off the headset. With your configurations set, return to Blender, select Start OpenXR, and wait for your trackers to appear in the list. Once they do, click Create References. Your real-time tracking data will instantly show inside the viewport. Before capturing a take, you can optionally set a delay timer. This gives you time to step away from your computer and get into position. When you are ready, press Start Recording. For optimal clarity in your recorded data, strike a clear T-pose or A-pose at the very beginning of the take. While not strictly required, starting each action with a distinct reference pose is often necessary for retargeting software and makes cleanup much easier later. Once your reference pose is established, begin performing your movements. All your recordings are saved, so make as many as you need. After recording your takes, open the NLA editor to manage your saved actions. Your latest recording remains active on the playhead, and previous takes get pushed down onto their own tracks. When working with this data, it is helpful to understand the difference between tracker points and tracker offsets. Because tracker points hold the active, raw animation data, any manual transformations made directly to them will be overwritten by the playback keyframes. To make adjustments or corrections without changing the raw capture, you should make changes to the tracker offsets. These offsets are children of the tracker points and can be moved or rotated freely. Now, load your character control rig into the scene. Tracking Toolkit is completely rig agnostic. It does not matter if your asset utilizes Rigify, AutoRig Pro, or a custom skeleton. It gives you the tracking data, and then it's up to you to integrate it. For simplicity in this tutorial, we will assume you have an IK rig. However, this can be used with FK rigs in a similar way. Select the rig and enter pose mode. Click an IK control, like the right-hand controller, then go to the Properties panel. Go to the Bone Constraints tab, then click Add Bone Constraint. I like to use copy transforms to apply all the data in one go, but you can use individual location and rotation if you prefer. For the target, select the XR Trackers armature. Then select the bone for the current limb, which is the right hand in this case. Remember to select the offset bone so that you can make tweaks later. With the constraint active, the rig snaps to the data, and you can rotate or move the tracker offset to fine-tune the hand angle. The exact same constraint workflow is applied to the feet, hips, and remaining tracking points across the entire rig. You may need to rotate the tracker offsets in increments of 90 degrees for correct alignment with your rig. With all constraints applied, your custom character is now fully driven by high-detail motion capture data inside Blender. Special thanks to John K. for providing the movement data and for his continued support and contributions to the project. You can subscribe to this channel to see updates, and contributions to the development are always welcome. Thanks for watching.